What's up? It's your boy Dynast. At the end of this video, make sure you go to www.dynasphere.com. Check out our indigenous African art, jewelry, fashion, and accessories. Also go to searchforvoodoo.com. Learn more information on the documentary we're shooting and also contribute towards the documentary. Last but not least, go to Amazon.com. Search your name. Lost my train of thought for a second. Sorry about that. Go to Amazon.com. Search your name, Dynast Amir. I've written several books. Please buy one. Support. That's what I offer as far as if you want to contribute or if you just want to donate. Or no, let me take that back. I know a lot of people that ask for donations on their videos. And their videos do offer value, but sometimes they don't have an actual product. So they contribute to that person just because of the videos, which is cool. I do the same thing. I actually have products that I sell. So, you'll actually get something. Don't get me wrong. I think the videos I shoot are tangible as far as the information that's given. I think the information is definitely tangible. But if you're looking for a little bit more, I have books. I sell clothing. I do a lot. So, contribute in one of those forms or contribute to one of those platforms. Wanted to shoot this video today when I was in Benin in Ouida, talking to Dagbu, who's the supreme chief of Voodoo. I asked him, how can I increase my blessings? And of course, with some people, when you mention Voodoo and you ask how can you increase your blessings, sometimes the misconception or the stereotype of, oh, you got to do this blood sacrifice and you got to sacrifice people and all this other nonsense comes up. But he kept it simple. Pretty much what he said to me, he said, Dynast, get a goat, sacrifice the goat, cook the goat, feed the people. Just go throughout the streets and feed the people. That's what he said. Feed the people. Practice the art of unattached giving, which is something I did often when I lived in LA, but I've gotten away from. So I had a ministry called Project Peanut Butter and Jelly. I still have my nonprofit, DFDUL, and through that I had a ministry called Project Peanut Butter and Jelly. So what I would do, every Saturday or every Sunday I would go to Skid Row. If you're from LA and you're watching this video, you should be familiar with Skid Row. Skid Row, or LA in general, has the highest homeless population in America. Reason why is because it's pretty much good weather year-round. So if you're going to be homeless, why not somewhere where it's not cold? Don't understand how homeless people can survive in places like New York or Chicago. So what I would do every Sunday, I would make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, get some water, get some fruit, and I would go feed the homeless in Skid Row. Haven't been that active here in Atlanta. I give to certain organizations. Shout out to Sean at We Cycle. Shout out to Sir Major at Black Lives Matter of Greater Atlanta. Those are a few of the organizations that I support here in Atlanta. So I haven't really been on the streets myself as far as practicing the art of unattached giving myself. Instead, I give free will offerings to specific organizations who I see who are serious and active in the community. So, like I said, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, water and fruit to the homeless at Skid Row. I've kind of got away from that. And the reason why, I think part of it was I was discouraged. The reason why I was discouraged. And somewhat judgmental too. Because, I think I'm an ambitious guy. People who are watching this video, I think you're pretty ambitious and disciplined and self-motivated. So it's hard for me to relate to people who, I guess, I don't know their circumstances entirely, but who I feel who have quit on life, especially men. Now, women and children, I have, empathy for. But grown men, I don't know. It's hard for me to take my money and feed a grown adult who's like in his 30s or 40s or 50s or whatever, and feed them with my hard-earned money. Now, once I can understand, and this is the trend I noticed when I was in LA on Skid Row feeding the homeless. I would see the same people every weekend, every Sunday. And it's like, okay, I can understand you might be going through something. You might be going through a little bit of a rut. But, pull yourself by your bootstraps and get your life together. But when I come to Skid Row and you're here every weekend, I got a problem with that. And then I'm using my hard-earned money. Because a lot of my stuff is self-funded. I mean, there are people who contribute, but I would say 95, 97, 96% of it is self-funded. So I'm taking my hard-earned money, or someone who was nice enough to contribute, I'm taking their hard-earned money, and I continue to feed you every weekend, and you're still on Skid Row. I have a problem with that. So I became a little bit judgmental because I noticed the same thing in Atlanta when I would sometimes go feed the homeless in Atlanta. So I got away from, practicing unattached giving, non-judgmental giving to the homeless. I got away from it. So now I kind of want to just to focus on women and children, or primarily just on children. So just when Dagu told me to just randomly feed people, not asking where they're from, having a conversation with them, but not caring about their circumstances or who they are, just feed them. That sparked some energy in me saying, hey, Dinus, you got to get back out on the streets and start feeding the homeless. Because I definitely can speak on the blessings I receive from just feeding the homeless, practicing the art of unattached giving. And so, but at the same time I want to hit on, this came from a voodoo priest who, again, the stereotypes, if you want blessings from voodoo, you got to do these blood sacrifices and give something up and, all this terrible stuff. And you got to make a pact with the devil, in order to get a blessing. That's the stereotype that's shared, which is bullshit. He said, look, get a goat, sacrifice it, feed the homeless with the goat. Go out throughout the streets and just pass out food and leave us and make people smile and pass out food and feed people, no matter who it is, no matter what the person's circumstances is. Don't be judgmental. Just just feed them. That's what he shared with me. So I'm gonna get back to that. So I just wanted to share that, practicing the voodoo art of unattached giving. I just wanted to share that today before I hit the gym. I got to get my workout out. I've been eating all types of just bad food this weekend, so I got to make sure I look good in my kafatanis and my African outfits, because people compliment me when I'm in Africa and just and here in America when I wear my African gear, my kafatanis. Oh, you look so good in them. You know what I mean? You look so good. You're so built. You're nice and built. So I got to get back. I got to make sure I stay in the gym because, again, I was just eating hamburgers, turkey burgers, bison burgers, all types of stuff I've been eating, just yogurt and cookies. And, yeah, I got to get back. I got to get back right. So, again, practice the voodoo art of unattached giving. And I'm not saying, voodoo came up with that concept. But I'm attaching voodoo to it to change the stereotype. That is not some blood sacrifice pact with the devil to get your blessings. Just practice the art of unattached giving. Follow me on social media. Search for Uhuru on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Dinus Amir. Till next time, I'm out.